They say we are the future, a generation to be, but I'm ready to take action and fulfill our destiny.
Very much. My name is Nnaemeka Ikegwuonu, and I can assure you where I come from. It's a very long name. And my name Ikegwuonu means somebody that talks too much, but I will not talk too much. I run the Smallholders Foundation, which is a non-profit that actually educates farmers using radio and other field demonstration purposes. There is a problem in Nigeria, and honestly, the problem is that there are 90 million Nigerian small farmers, and these 90 million Nigerian small farmers have no access to information. They do not have access to information to improve existing skills. This is because in so many of their villages, there is no electricity there. As such, they do not have televisions, and those that have televisions never have the privilege of watching the televisions. They do not have iPhones and Blackberries. What they have is a simple battery-operated transistor radio. But for over 20 years, they received irrelevant political propaganda on that radio that never added value to their livelihood. Everything changed in 2007 when we created the Smallholder Farmers Rural Radio. This radio station broadcasts daily agricultural, environmental management, and market information to an estimated 250,000 small farmers living in 3 local government areas of Imo State, Nigeria, 10 hours a day in the local Igbo language. We are educating them to decide what to produce, when to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce for. As such, this information we get for these farmers, we go and source from multiple sources, universities, research institutes, agencies of government that have a mandate in what we are trying to do. It gets to our studio where my humble self and my staff refine it to be well adapted to listeners. At that moment, we sell airtime. I like that moment very well, because we sell airtime and make money. Then, using our 50 watt FM transmitter and 45 meters high antenna, we broadcast. Then farmers simply tune into 98.0 FM. They listen and learn. We are not wrong with them. We collect feedback from them. Farmers use a solar-powered voicemail device to send feedback to the radio station, which becomes a fresh content. Our goal is to pilot a virtual cycle that goes on and on. Honestly, farmers have been able to improve their yield because better yield means confidence to go to market. And when farmers are going to market with a better product, you know what happens? They make money. People become very happy. We've been able to measure our impact by establishing what we call smallholder listener clubs. And we go and evaluate what the information we are giving to these farmers, what they are using it for. And we've been able to prove that agricultural yield has been increased by 45%. And with that has come household income increase. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
I'm Tigabu. I'm from Ecole. I was a school teacher in 2005. And one thing I realized was children came in primary school without no preparation. So it's so hard for them to read, and they hate education. And that's because there's no public kindergarten. So there's no preparation for them to be excited about a school. And that leads to higher dropouts. It's not high school I'm talking about, dropouts in 5th grade. So we come up with solution which is developed, with just simple puppets, soap puppet that I made in my husband's house, and it's called a high labs learning. It's a show built from research that's been done for 40 years in sales mysteries and so on. And so we build something locally relevant, culturally relevant, educational program for our children. And, but as this show got on, and this was very popular and well received in our country, we realized that the main, really very pressing issue in Ethiopia is health, because there's no almost or limited health education in Ethiopia, especially for children. And we have nearly 300,000 of children dying every year from preventable diseases, very simple diseases. So we introduced this idea using just animation, music, and fun things to teach children how they can prevent themselves from such simple diseases as diarrhea or malaria. So produce different educational programs for different age groups. So far we won so many awards because of good quality education program and different festivals. We have this roadshow. We just take our small TV and batteries and go to the community and show our contents to those who really need it and have this discussion afterwards, how this is impacting their life. And we got this feedback from parents, how they're so excited about the transformation they see from their children, the behavioral change. And so this is very motivating for us to use our limited resource to produce this high quality educational content to our children. We also adapt our programs to different neighboring countries. So far we've done our programs in Sudanese, Arabic, and Somalia, and Eritrean language. So we really believe that our programs reach millions of children, and we're doing impact study to show that if our program is really reducing child mortality rate in Ethiopia, so that this program can really replicate it and even shared to many countries who are facing similar problems.